You know how most people kind of slow down and hibernate during the winter? Well, there's this powerful idea that this season is actually the perfect time for a total transformation. It's called the winter arc, a unique 90-day window to build up your mind and body while everyone else is coasting. So if you're really ready to make a change, let's dive into the 7 rules that make this whole thing work.
So, right off the bat, the question is simple. Are you ready? Because what we're about to break down is a framework for some serious, focused growth. If you really commit to this, the person you are in 3 months could be someone you barely even recognize today.
So, what exactly is the winter arc? Honestly, think of it as your personal rebirth. It's a dedicated 90-day sprint where you just block out all the noise and focus completely on building a better you. It's about using the quiet of winter to create some pretty loud results in your life.
Okay, so this whole journey is broken down into 3 main parts. We're going to start with part 1, mastering your inner game. Because let's be real, before you can change anything on the outside, you have to get your internal world right. This is all about your goals and maybe more importantly, your mindset.
The first and most fundamental rule is you have to set a goal. It sounds so basic, right? But you absolutely cannot start a journey if you don't have a destination. Vague ideas like, I want to get better, just won't cut it here. We need something real, something concrete.
And here's how you do it. First, your goal has to be specific and measurable. Not just get in shape, but lose 10 pounds. Not start a business, but get my first paying client. Second, and this is the absolute key, you need to define your why. Why do you really want this? Is it to feel more confident? To have more freedom? That why is the deep well of fuel you're going to draw from when things get tough.
Okay, let's move on to rule 2, because this builds right on top of the first one. Once you have your goal, you have to get your mind on board. Every single thing you achieve in life is a direct reflection of your mindset. Your external results are never, ever going to outperform your internal beliefs. And this just perfectly illustrates that shift you need to make. We all have these limiting beliefs rattling around in our heads, holding us back. The trick is to spot them and consciously replace them. So instead of thinking, my body has its limits, you reframe it, discipline is a muscle I can build. See, this isn't just fluffy positive thinking. It's literally rewriting the operating system of your mind so it actually supports your goals. All right, so you've got your goals set, your mindset is aligned, your internal foundation is solid. But guess what? That's only half the battle. Now we've got to move to part 2, eliminating external negativity. It's time to start clearing away all the junk that's standing in your path.
Rule number 3 is blunt, and for a lot of us, it's going to be the hardest one. No social media. The whole idea here is that social media is a massive energy vampire. It just robs you of your most valuable asset, your time, and it tricks you into procrastinating without you even realizing it.
And here's the science behind why it's so hard to quit. Every single like, every comment, every notification gives your brain a tiny little hit of dopamine. This creates a cycle of instant gratification that is seriously addictive. It keeps you compulsively checking your phone instead of working on yourself. So for these 90 days, you cut off the supply. Simple as that.
Rule 4 is just as tough, but it's absolutely essential. You have to cut out toxic relationships. The people you let into your circle have a huge impact on your mindset and your results. You simply cannot grow if you're constantly being pulled down by negativity.
So how do you even spot them? Well, look for the people who keep you stuck. The ones who discourage your ambitions or who just undermine your self-esteem. The ones who make you feel like you're not enough. Now, this doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life forever, but for this 90-day period of rebirth, you have to set some really clear boundaries to protect your energy and your focus. So, we've fixed our internal world. We've cleared out the external negativity. Now we get to part 3, and this is where the real transformation happens, building your daily disciplines. These are the tangible things you do every single day that are going to add up to massive results. This whole section is built on 3 core habits. These are going to be the backbone of your winter arc: waking up early, training your body, and feeding your mind. Let's break each one down. First up, wake up at 4:30 a.m. Now look, this isn't just about getting more hours in the day. It is a powerful strategy for taking back control of your life. It's a daily promise to yourself to step out of your comfort zone and build discipline while everyone else is still asleep. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? Discipline isn't about feeling motivated 24/7. It's about doing the hard thing, especially when you don't want to, and doing it with total commitment. Waking up at 4:30 in the morning is a daily vote for the person you are trying to become.
Next up, rule 6, train every day. Exercise releases endorphins, right? That boosts your mood, gives you energy. And look, there are zero excuses here. If you don't like lifting weights, that's fine. Do bodyweight training, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. The goal is just daily movement, period. Now, for anyone whose goal is to build muscle, winter is the perfect time for what's called a bulk. But as you can see here, this is not an excuse to just eat junk food. It's a strategic, controlled calorie surplus of just 200 to 300 extra calories a day. The focus has to be on quality protein and healthy fats to make sure you're building muscle, not just gaining fat.
And that brings us to the final rule, number 7. Read 20 pages a day. Because while you're transforming your body, you absolutely have to be transforming your mind at the same time. Reading is such a powerful tool for expanding your knowledge and just sharpening your critical thinking skills.
Okay, so the crucial detail here is what you read. During your winter arc, this is not the time for entertainment. You gotta avoid the novels and the distractions. Instead, focus on books that are gonna help you grow. So personal development, biographies of successful people, or books that teach you a specific skill. You're making an investment in yourself. And there you have it, the complete framework for your 90-day transformation. 3 parts, 7 rules. It's a simple path, but that doesn't mean it's easy. It's a path to a completely new version of yourself. Let's just run through them one more time, really quick. Number 1, set your goal and your why. 2, change your mindset. 3, no social media. 4, cut out toxic relationships. 5, wake up at 4:30 a.m. 6, train every single day. And 7, read 20 pages a day. That's the formula. So now, the question just comes right back to you. Your 90 days can start right now, this very moment. The only thing left to decide is, what's your goal?